Hello, lovelies. Welcome to Lanmou Spiritual, formerly known as Lanmou Tarot. This is a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or wherever you may feel like watching this reading. We're going to use the Psychic Tarot, and we'll do a 9-card reading. This is for May 2020, or whenever you may be watching this reading, really. The message will still apply. And they've been going kind of long this time. Libra, I had such a hard time. Actually, literally, it was your reading that made me decide to just stop last month in uploading your reading, which was such a strong and powerful reading, really. And I had disruption while I was doing the reading, and it got cut off, and I mean, there was so much going on. And when it was time to upload it, the same thing. I spent 2 days trying to upload your reading last time and being unsuccessful. So I'm very much so excited to see what message Spirit have for you. And thank you so much for your patience after we took that little hiatus there. So I took that as a sign, that difficulty, to take a pause, okay? And I feel like for some of you Libra, you might have been taking a pause, just like, you know, most of us in the world really are taking different kind of pauses. Here we have discontent and boredom, number 4 of water. Very popular card today. The cards are jumping out for you here, Libra. All right, let's clear that out. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra for May. Messages for Libra Spirit. Messages for Libra. All right, Libra, this is for you. First card. We're starting out here with new beginning, the Fool. Let me put it up again for you guys to see. Look at the viewpoint though. This is like the new beginning that's happening in the spiritual realm, right? You're still up there in the heavens looking down on the planet Earth here, like kind of deciding, you know, ushering that new beginning. This is almost like the soul before it enters the physical realm on this planet. Choosing, okay, which part of the world would I want to be in? Which world do I want to be my parent? This is like a real new beginning. This is like the new beginning of, you know, of like that big shake up, like, you know, that spark that some people believe that's how the universe started. That explosion of energy, like if you're in that big bang, like, you know, Uranus energy. Like Uranus is like it's an uprising, right? But this is something that's happening in the spiritual realm here for you, Libra. Of course, here we go. Crown chakra. Your crown chakra is all opened up, and I'm gonna lay down the cards. If not, it's gonna go even longer if I keep talking about each one of this energy. But I already knew it was gonna be a strong energy because last month your reading was a strong energy. Here we have followed by the 9 of Cups, fulfillment of wishes. Next we have the card, more major arcana energy, number 12, called the Sacrifice here, known as the Hangman. Next card we have, more major arcana, the Shadow. It's called here major arcana number 18, also known as the Moon card. And here we have the Ace of Air. Next energy we have here the 7 of Earth. Oh, I love this card so hard. I love this card. Number 11, called Balance, also known as the Justice card. That's your card. This is the major arcana representing you, Libra. This is your card here, your energy, literally coming out of the shadow with your crown chakra open. Look at this alignment here. We have 7, 18, and 11 coming out of the shadow after your heart chakra open. That's the truth here. 7, 9, 11. Do you see the incremental increase here of power in two, in the sense of duality of in the incremental increase of your own power coming out of the shadow? Your crown chakra is open, the shadow, like you can see now. You can see. Let me keep on going before we go. And here we go. We end here with the 5 of Air, conflict and defeat. At the bottom of the deck, what do we have? A card of disruption. This is the Tower, okay? Major arcana number 16, the Tower, disruption, just like it's called. That big shake up that breaks down old foundation, old buildings, things that no longer serve you, things that were not built on solid ground. okay, that were not sound, sound of mind, sound of in thinking, that just were not like, up to the task. All of this is there's gonna be a big disruption. That's what's facing you in May. That big disruption that we all are facing right now in our life, in our own personal life, as well as a collective disruption in our life. This shifting things around. Look at this. This is not a building. This is like a personal disruption. Disruption happening within you. This is like a personal shakeup, okay, as to who you are, like a rebuilding of Libra. Like this block here perhaps used to be, usually we put the bigger blocks at the bottom, like we're just shifting things around for you. But look what's behind that remains intact, that's shining through all those, changing and shifting blocks. It's the light. It's the light. That's your soul. That's your spirit. That's what remains intact here. That's what you carry over from lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. All right, Libra? There's a shakeup happening in your physical world, because the Tower card, it's a shakeup, it's a transformation, it's a upheaval, if you will, that's happening like in a very aggressive way in the material things that make up your world, including you, your physical body, including you, your physical world, your home, your resources or whatnot. But because this is even a structure, a building here, or even an institution, this is almost like you. This is like you. This is about you. A personal shakeup, a personal upheaval. But where do we start? We start with the Fool card. A journey that you set out on. Before you came into this, on this planet, before you came into this world, before you chose your parent, where you're going to live, what you're going to look like. What was the purpose of this journey? What did you set out to accomplish? When you took that big leap of faith to jump, to enter into consciousness, to bring your spirit into this body, what did you set out to do? At the beginning, there was a word, and the word created the world. I don't know why this came through for you, Libra, but there it is. I feel like for some of you, Libra, you gave your word to something. You committed to a path. You committed to something. You committed yourself to something that's very dear and personal to you. And it's something that is not just of this physical world. That something is something that's dear and personal to you, especially spiritually, to your spiritual self. Perhaps consciously you don't remember that, because it's something that happened in the upper realm before you even come here into consciousness. But it is still laying dormant in your subconscious. Do you understand? That energy is still there. That energy, you still carry it. That energy is still available to you. Okay? No, some of us don't remember being a baby, a child. Some of us don't remember our different lifetimes. But most of us, we kind of have a sense of who we are. And that sense of who we are have a lot to do with our subconsciousness. Those little hints that power through. A sense of innocence, right? Of free-spiritedness, of of the child. That's why the child, as a baby, as a young one, you remember more. Because you're not constrained by societal norms. You're not conditioned yet. A lot of you, Libra, during this time, you really want to start anew. It's like when we've been hearing a lot in the news everywhere, and even in our personal life as a collective, we just understand and recognize, after we all go through that social distancing, after we've all gone through the loss, the pain, the really disruption that this pandemic is causing all over the world, we know things are not going to go back to normal, whatever that normal was. There's going to be a changing here. There's going to be changes that needs to happen, okay, for all of us, no matter where we are. And it seems like, Libra, you are taking this to heart. Spirit is using this opportunity to bring you towards your new beginning. A new beginning that's going to mean enlightenment to your soul purpose, to why it is that you came here. What you set out to do to come here. What's your soul mission? Okay? And all of this is going to be communicated to you straight through your crown chakra above your head. Crown chakra open up, Libra, that's a different level of enlightenment. It's a level of enlightenment where you can receive messages straight from source, from the divine, and also having the spirit of discernment about this. This is not just third eye chakra opening up where you there's a great awakening where you understand there's way more, where you can see way more than what you could see with your physical eyes, where you're more aware of the spiritual realm and everything that's happening and all those energies that are there, right there surrounding us all the time. Your crown chakra opening up is having that spirit of discernment, is having that understanding that the true knowledge, the spiritual connection, you don't need an intermediary. You can connect straight to the divine, straight to source, straight to the universe. Okay? This is divine inspiration coming at you. This is divine communication coming to you, guiding you, helping you to remember, to reconnect with that crown chakras above your head, to that person that's sitting there, to that invisible link that we all carry energetically, to that spiritual, to the spiritual realm, to source. This is you above the earth before you enter into subconscious. You could think of this as your higher self, standing on top, looking down, all the way up past your crown chakra. Past, you think above your head, go over another 6 feet again, above your crown, above your head, past your crown chakra. That invisible link is there. That connection is there, intact, available to all of us when we want to, when we open to it, when we are ready for it. This is what you're coming into here. There's a big spiritual awakening that you've been going through, but this spirit is stepping up the pace here. Earlier I mentioned to you that 7, 9, and 11 energy. It means something to some of you. Coming into yourself, going through the stages to come into yourself. That's gonna bring you closer to your wish fulfillment with that nine of cups. Okay, bringing you towards your wish fulfillment, bringing you towards to really taste the sweet nectar of life, to enjoy emotion, the emotionality of life, and this happiness. This wish fulfillment is coming for some of you after a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of challenges. There's a lot of sacrifices that you've made, that were made. That rainbow here talks about happiness, but the rainbow comes only after a storm. Usually in the hangman, we'll see someone hanging upside down, which denotes a new perspective, a sense of sacrifice. Also the image of Christ on the cross I always get with the hangman. The ultimate sacrifice, sacrifice of the self for the many. Some of you, you've already gone through that. That's why that illustration is showing someone standing upright, emerging from the depth of water, emerging from the depth of Neptunian water. This is like a baptism. This is a new beginning for you in every way, a spiritual new beginning. Yes, that's gonna bring you closer to your wish fulfillment. At the center of your reading, number 18. This is the moon card. It's called Shadow on this deck. It's as if someone is passing the baton. Or you could see it as the two aspects of the selves, the light and dark aspect, having a meeting, a reconnection. How much do you honor the shadow aspect of yourself? How much in denial are you of your shadow self? How much have you been suppressing the shadow aspect of yourself? How can we see the light without the shadow? The light cannot shine without the darkness. Have you ever turned on a flashlight in bright daylight? The light may seem kind of weak, almost minimal, like, almost there's no light coming through. And you close down and then you I don't know, I'm getting that imagery like sticking it under your shirt, under a cover or something. And all of a sudden, here comes the light. for your light to shine bright, for you to exercise that power you have within you, that gift you have within you, you must also acknowledge the dark aspect of you, the shadow aspect of yourself. Okay, Libra? To honor it, to know they go hand in hand. And that communication, that understanding is gonna come through your intuition. It's gonna come through your crown chakra. It's gonna come through that higher, through your higher mind. And that's gonna bring you a truth that is gonna a truth that's going to reveal everything that was hidden. That's going to remove the clouds. Okay, that's going to clear out the clouds, to clear out the clutter, to clear out the cobwebs, to clear out the fogginess, the illusions, whatever, the veil. It's like a removal of the veil. That's what it is. It's knowledge, a clarity, a truth that's coming from you. Do you see that invisible hand? It's coming out of nowhere, out of the grass. It's handing you that sword of knowledge, that sword of truth. It's up to you to take it, to make use of it. It's armor for you, in order for you to know when to go towards the light and when to remove the shadow, when to remove the veil, to go behind the veil. Okay? It's absolutely beautiful. Clarity is coming to you. Clarity not just about what's happening around you, but most certainly, most importantly, clarity about you yourself. Patience and planning. On the earthly realm, this has been in the works. Yes, we can see that. You have already made the sacrifices here. This has been in the works for a long time. Some of you, you've known it intuitively and you've been waiting patiently. You've been doing the hard work. You've been doing you've been doing the shadow work. You've been working on yourself. This is not the accumulation of it. Because what was facing you is that new you, that disruption that was happening in your world. It's almost like a rebuilding, a restructuring of who you are. Every aspect of who you are. To accommodate the light that you are, that needs to shine, the light that you are, that's reflecting God's light, the light that you are, that needs to be seen, that needs to be shared, that needs to be experienced. Planning, patience and planning. There's a season for everything. That's what that card is. It's about planting the seed. The Seven of Earth. Knowing when to plant the seed, knowing when to work the soil, knowing when to water the soil, knowing what season is it? Is it the season for actually planting or is it the season for harvesting? And understanding how we must wait in between each one of the seasons, how we transition through the seasons, the different phases. And here you are, and the highest level of you. Coming up as balance. Libra, you represent the scale. This is justice. Here you are. Coming, literally. That was you trying to decide who I want to be when I come down here onto this planet. This is you. This is your card, Libra. This is the card representing you. Literally descending from above. Do you understand? This is literally a rebirth of who you are. A spiritual rebirth. A spiritual rebirth. That's going to bring you into balance. That's going to bring you closer to your higher self. That's going to bring you closer to your life purpose. And you're coming with everything that anyone needs. Literally an angel on earth. 11 for me is my confirmation number always. Also the number of awakening. When you start going to a spiritual awakening, that's a number that you'll keep seeing. 111, 11111, different version of it. You have the wands here, you have the swords, you have a pentacle, and you have a cup. This is all the elements that you'll need, that we use, all the elements that we use on earth to create, to live. You're coming down fully equipped. You have everything that you could wish for. You came down here fully equipped as an angel from God, with a purpose, with a mission. Hands wide open, fully accepting, not fighting the descent, and from light into the light. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is how you came out, and this is how you land. An angel has fallen out of the sky, and this is how you land. So graceful in the descent from heaven, from the heavens, and this is how we end this in conflict and defeat. This is in the physical realm. So this is my message for you, Libra. This is a spirit message for you, Libra, I should say. If you have been experiencing discomfort, if you have been experiencing conflict in this realm, in the physical, you have been having issues, and with the working, with the physicality of surviving here on this planet, of everything that's required, all the hypocrisy that's required, all the challenges and obstacles in dealing with other people, in dealing with the structures that are put in place. All the blockages that we must experience, we must stumble through. Always remember that light. That candle light here, that's the truth. That's the presence of spirit, and that you're a spirit, that you're a spiritual being, first of all, that came here, that was sent here by your maker, by your creator, with everything that you could possibly need. And that you are never alone. Look at the figures that are showing here on that wall that are running past you. This physical world is not just. There's a different aspect to it. There's a different element to it. It's time for you to reconnect with your own spirituality, to remember at the beginning, what was the purpose? What was the word that was spoken? Why are you here? That's your liberation. That's how you're gonna gather your strength back, your power back, to set into to start working towards your triumph, towards your success, towards your wish fulfillment, to start fulfilling your destiny. Okay? No matter what was the conflict, or no matter what was the stumbling blocks you experienced. Yes, you might have faltered, you might have stumbled, but you never fell down, because you were never alone. You are sent here for a purpose. Even Christ Jesus himself came here and had to die on the cross. Hence the this card here, the hangman. It wasn't a life, just a life of luxury. Every stumbling, every defeat, every obstacle, every sacrifice, there was a reason for it. Remember who you are. And remember why you're here, why you came here. Through your crown chakra. Aligning yourself above your head through your crown chakra, straight up to source, to the upper realm, is going to allow you to really remember. If this is clearly a mundane issue about, let's say, about love, even about career for some of you guys, because we have that pentacle card here, just know that divine inspiration is at work here. There's a new beginning that you're being pushed towards. That's going to bring you greater harmony. That's going to make all your wish fulfilled. If it is more money, if it is more authority, if it is more creativity, being able to exercise your sense of creativity that you wanted, even more knowledge, you're going to get to that destination, okay? Spirit's going to help you to get there. Divine inspiration, divine intervention is coming into your life, okay? And yes, there will be a lot of sacrifice that needs to be made. And I feel like for some of you, the sacrifices have already been, you've already been making sacrifices. That's already been set in motion. But you're gonna start seeing more and more. Things are gonna start being revealed to you more and more about the truth, about your true path, about why you want this course, why you wanna do this, okay? About what it is that you wanna create and how you're going to create it in a way that's gonna put you in a good light. That's also gonna make you stand in a that's gonna allow you to operate from a fair and just way. Let's put it that way, okay? And yes, there'll be a lot of planning. Yes, you'll have to be patient as far as how things develop, how things unfold, but do not allow impatience or even like negativity or your own darkness to overpower your triumphs. Do not allow obstacles or stumbling blocks to be the end of the story. Because like we said, there's a season for everything. Disruptions are necessary. You're going through some disruptions now, but this is not the end of the story. We are in the middle of the story right now, because this new beginning already happened. We are in the middle of the story, okay, Libra? Let's get some clarification for you here on the 5 of air, conflict and defeat. Some clarification for Libra, clarification for Libra on the 5 of air. And for whatever reason, I'm being told to tell you guys, if I speak too slow for you because these readings are long and you need to go faster, you can click on those little 3 dots or the settings to go to playback speed, and you can increase it or decrease it, okay, to your liking. And here we have the 8 of Pentacles, work in progress, and that's what we were just saying at the end here. This is not the ending of the story. This is the card of work in progress. You still have to keep up the pace. You still have to stay on task here, okay? This is my, like, the work continues on. The work is not done yet, Libra, okay? Take heart. That's a whole lot of cards. We're not gonna take all that. We're not gonna take any of that because I didn't know where to start, what was in the middle, what was at the bottom. But we're gonna take one more for you on that 5 of air. Oh, okay. The Hierophant, and the Hierophant came out in reverse for you. Okay, the card of a spiritual leader. Another name for this card is the High Priest, if you will. This is the card of the institutions, the structures, right? This is the card of being in a position of power, the manager, the the person, the CEO, if you will. If it's about relationships, this is the card of marriage, okay? Marriage itself is an institution, the card of the church. So I feel like for some of you, Libra, it's almost kind of like once you fell down here, you became so attached to the physicality of life, of work, and everything that's required of you. Some of you, almost you forgot, you kind of like denied, you kind of like give up on your own sense of spirituality, because that came out in reverse for you, okay? You kind of turn your back on your own inner wisdom, your own higher knowing. Okay? You forgot that you are an angel, a special angel, a powerful angel at that, sent down here for a reason. And Spirit is asking you. Defeat is not you have a job to do, and the job is not done yet, to keep at it. And defeat is not an option. Because you had some obstacles to go through, you had some conflict, that doesn't mean you stop. This is a time to set a new approach. This is time to reconnect with your own deep sense of spirituality. And yes, for some of you, that may mean that you need to disconnect a little bit from the church, from the indoctrination of what should be and what is, so you can follow your own higher self. Because your connection here, you do not need a priest, you do not need a pastor, you do not need a seer, you do not need a reader to tell you, because you already know. Because your direction to source is direct. You have a direct line. You don't have to talk to the operator. It's a direct access to source. That's what Spirit is offering you right now. That's what God is offering you right now, okay? Trust and believe. I'm going to take a clarification for you on the Ace of Air. clarification, the Ace of Air for Libra spirit. This is a very powerful message for you, Libra. Some of you are gonna have to rebel a little bit. Here we have the three of earths, a partnership, a job that started, something that you're creating here. You need to keep on working on it. Okay, you need to work on it. And here we have again, this came down like this. This is Gemini energy, Sun and Gemini energy. This is about an ending to whatever was creating conflict. Okay, with the 10, we have a 10 and the Ace. The 10 of air is clarifying the Ace of air. This is an ending, and this is usually a brutal ending. Let's say that some of you felt like you were serving two different masters. It became a three-party situation. Spirit's gonna help you to clear the air, for you to reconnect again. An ending needs to happen here, okay? To remember who's your truth, what's the truth, because there's only one truth. There's only one source. Spirit wants you to reconnect again, because that's an ending here. An ending to a third party. If this is about a romantic situation, the same applies. There's a clarity that's coming through here. If this is about love for some of you, there's a new beginning that you started, and you got some divine creation. You knew, and you and that person, this is your person, just through your own intuition, just through your own crown chakra. You remember that person. You know that person spiritually, right? Because you know that person is who's going to bring you happiness, your wish fulfillment. But there was a lot of sacrifices. There was a lot of waiting game in regards to that relationship. There's a lot of things you didn't know. There was a lot of things, there were a lot of secrets. And the time has come for the clarity, the truth to come through, especially if there was a third-party situation, especially if there was an ending here, okay? Because it's time for justice. The disruption came through, that truth came through, that clarity came through, because it's time for you to have your own justice. It's time for you to ascend to your own power. Earlier I said you're descending down on earth. For some of you, this is also time for you to fall back into your own spiritual power, okay? To kind of like disconnect a little bit from that body, from that physicality, to reconnect to the light, to understand the light remains intact regardless of what's going on here. And each time I pull that card, what we have here is the Strength card. I pulled the Strength card. Can you see what's underneath it? It's the Sun card. Do you understand, Libra? You are very special. You came here on a special mission. Do not discount yourself. Do not count yourself out. Your work is not done here yet. Okay? Your work is not done here yet. No matter what you're feeling here, a sense of isolation. No matter what you're feeling here, a sense of lack, like you don't have enough. What, you know, especially when it comes to money and finances, just trust and believe. This is just nothing but an illusion. Okay? Just but an illusion. Spirit is about to bring you that sense of clarity, for you to just use that swords. That sword's going to be handed over to you no matter where you are in the world. You might be standing there, and then boop, comes that sword, comes that truth out of nowhere. That's going to help you to clear the clouds, to clear the smoke, to clear the cloudiness, to clear the confusion, to bring in blue sky and clarity. Okay? Ooh. Okay. Onto the floor. We're going to take it. This is your Woman's Oracle card. Underneath here, we have calling in your soulmate, and your prayers, affirmation, and visualization help bring you together. Okay? You've prayed this, you wanted this, you've asked for it, you've visualized it, you've manifested it, and Spirit is saying like, yes, this is what you wanted, is coming towards you. Especially those of you that have been feeling kind of like, you know, you've been forgotten and you feel quite a bit, a sense of feeling alone. Don't worry, your wish fulfillment is coming here. Where there was delays, where there were sacrifices, where you had to be very patient, there was a time for it. It's like your person had to work on themselves, and you too, you had some work to do, because you're literally being dismembered here, so you can be put together again, okay, towards a new beginning. And here we have the card of honeymoon, and it says here, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. That's absolutely beautiful. So once you and your person gets together, you're gonna be able to enjoy some very lovely time together. Okay, together is being pronounced here. If you've been in separation, you're like, together already. I want to be together already. Enough of that separation. It's coming. It's coming. Let's get an advice card for you from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Advice for Libra. Advice for Libra, advice for Libra, advice for Libra. There is a fly or bug or something that's on the wall to my right. I've been keeping an eye on since at midpoint of your reading. So I'm feeling here for you, Libra. There may be a sense of a nuisance for you. That's the one that wanted to come out, actually, Magic Guardian, but the Hunter came out too. Here comes the Oracle on the bottom of the deck. Read it for yourself, dear. Wait for important information. What have we been talking about? Wait for important information that's going to come straight from source to your crown chakra. Your dream, somewhere is going to come. This is like higher mind information, and on the ground, their spirit's going to communicate with you. You're going to receive that information, okay? If it has to come from above your crown chakra, or from below, from the earth, from the grass, you're going to get that information. It's so important right now for you to get that information. We have Hunter. That's not the card that I wanted to pull for you, but it fell as I was trying to grab this one that was hanging out. And this says, track down your fears and desires, okay? Have no fear. Have no fear, no matter all the obstacles, have no fear. And this is the card that came out for you, Libra. Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. Unlock the magic within. I'm telling you, some of you are being called to reclaim your power, to reclaim your magical right. I'm going to read that from the book for you guys, okay? To be the high priest. And it says, stop looking outside yourself and recognize that you have incredible power within. What we're talking about, crown chakra energy. Stop looking outside yourself. You don't need anyone, not me, not the pastor, not a priest, not another reader, not another seer. You don't need anyone to show you the light. You're already the light. You already have the power within you. I'm telling you, Libra, this is no joke here. Magic with a K is the energy of the universe that allows you to manifest and create through the direction and power of your will. It changes according to your frequency. The Magic Guardian is a representation of the angel of magic who helps you direct your will to bring something into creation. She is the angel who swirls around shamans and wise ones when they are calling on the energy of magic to help them manifest something that will be healing and supportive of their path. She is the angel of all magic that is directed for the highest good of whoever is working with it. And remember what I tell you. Even as you're stumbling down that staircase here, look at the invisible image that is there for you. You can summon them, even when the path gets difficult. Because you have that power within you, Libra. You are the magic. You are the answer. You have it all within you. You came down with all of it. Spirit sent you here packed with all the elements, all the resources. You have it all. If you've been searching for an answer or a reason to focus, recognize that all you are looking for is already within you. You are a powerful and magical person with the capacity to direct your intentions and will your desires into being. But your power can only be powerful when you own it. So take time to acknowledge it. Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen is a real gift that you are being guided to recognize now. A real gift you are being guided to recognize now. You can do it. All you have to do is keep working on it. All you have to do is understanding that you don't need, sometimes you may have to be the rebel. You may have to rebel. Sometimes you may have to change things around. Sometimes you may have to, call up these institutions, to shake things up at these institutions. Sometimes you may have to use your body, your consciousness, your life to be a testament. Maybe even to be a sacrificial lamb for other people. That's what Jesus did. You're a powerful person. Powerful angel came down here with a special mission from the heavens. You accepted it. There was a word. At the beginning, there was a word. You gave your word here. I feel like straight to God, the God of all gods. Special mission. There's a special message here. Yes, it may not resonate for a lot of you, but I'm telling you, there's a powerful message in this. Some of you, once you hear it, you're gonna be smiling, you're gonna be grinning, you're gonna be some of you maybe get emotional about it, and some of you just gonna be an inner feeling of knowing that you're gonna be like, yes, I already knew that. I know. This is your message, Libra. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm sending you guys so much love during this time and healing energy. Take care of yourself. Be patient with yourself. Please be open. Open your mind's eye. Your mind's eye. Open your intuition. Open your heart to really receive. Because during this time, you're going to be receiving information that are completely, absolutely valuable to you and also to the community at large, to the world at large. I feel here. This kind of great this kind of a great and powerful energy can never be contained just on the personal. So trust and believe there's something big here that's happening, and you're very much so a part of it. I'm sending you guys so much love. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.